My name is Alex Villa, and I'm the Chief Operating Officer here in the American Red Cross Central and South Texas region. When I started with the Red Cross in 2010, I was in health and safety, so really focusing on the first aid and CPR aspect of my role. But I noticed there was kind of a gap there, and we had a lot of people requesting information on disaster preparedness. So in kind of my spare time in my role, I would actually go out and do preparedness education training. Growing up in Central California, we always heard about earthquakes, but we never really experienced them. And we were always on, more of the inland side, so we weren't as big of a threat to have earthquakes. So it was really tough for me in my first year as a preparedness manager to really get people excited about earthquake preparedness. So I really started looking at what is one of the main disasters that we're experiencing in the Central Valley at that time, and it was home fire. Home fire was affecting our families each and every day. I mean, in the Central Valley, we were responding every 12 hours to a home fire. And so I decided that we needed to do something about that. And so I went on a couple of home fire responses, and I started going out and looking at the common trends. And it was that people didn't have the education, and people did not have working smoke alarms in the home. And that's why we were seeing so many of these home fires turn up, and so many of them resulting in fatalities. So what we did is we started going door to door and offering fire safety education materials in both English and Spanish and Tagalog, and going through the communities and just providing fire safety information. And it was while we were out there in the community that we realized, and we heard from the people in these neighborhoods that were affected by fires, is that, well, where can I get a smoke alarm? How much does one cost? And that's when it hit me that we really needed to do something where we're giving back to the community. We're so focused on being in a response-based agency that we weren't doing enough to prepare our communities for disaster, which was part of our mission. And then what we did is we partnered with local contractors to get these homes installed and equipped with a working smoke alarm, a working carbon monoxide detector, a fire extinguisher, and a surge protector. So we're really trying to focus on how we built these neighborhoods to be a lot more safe. And so we targeted 16 communities in the first year in 2012, and we installed over 300 smoke alarms into families' homes. Truth be told, I was kind of doing this a little bit rogue at the time, and National really didn't have a good understanding of what it was I was doing. And National came back to me and asked for all of our program materials and all of the handouts and collateral we've been working with. And then had offered me the opportunity to come work at National headquarters for an interim assignment where we could help tailor the program that we have into a national campaign in which we would roll out in October of 2014, and that was the start of the Home Fire Preparedness Campaign. So when I think about sound the alarm, it's kind of overwhelming. In essence, when we started this program in little Fresno, California, over 5 years ago, didn't expect that it was going to be a national campaign. We were really just trying to do what was right by our community. And now to see that every Red Cross chapter in the country, in major cities around the United States, we're doing this event is really exciting. And I think it's just great that we've been able to utilize volunteers. We've been able to rebuild our brand and look at how as an organization we can be more sustainable and we can build a better future for our communities and really save lives, which is probably the most important thing. That is why this whole program began. So I'm really excited, and it really brings joy to me, particularly because there was a lot of sleepless nights in determining how are we going to save lives, how are we going to stop home fires, and we're actually able to do so with this program and all the support we have from our partners and the volunteers that do this each and every day.